Thank you. Thank you. Oh, man, I go there. I'm the old guy now. You know, I had to go back to work so I could feed my kids. Stop. Before you watch another WrestleMania highlight, you need to hear this. Brock Lesnar was not supposed to retire last night. WWE had a completely different plan. A different city, a different date, a different goodbye. But something happened inside that ring at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. And nobody, not WWE, not the fans, not even Paul Heyman, saw it coming the way it happened. This is the full story. And it will shock you. Here's what you need to know first, because this changes everything. Brock Lesnar knew his time in WWE was coming to an end. That part wasn't a secret. He had been dropping hints for months. On the Spittin' Chiclets podcast, just weeks before WrestleMania, he said, "I'm back for a short time here. Not a long time, a short time." He basically told us to our faces, "I go there. I'm the old guy now. I went back to work to feed my kids. You guys should see my grocery bill. I had left the company years ago, and I'm grateful that I'm back for a short time. I'm really grateful for all the opportunities I've had." Wrestling. Insider Dave Meltzer had also reported that Lesnar was planning to retire sometime in 2026, but here's where it gets wild. E's internal plan was for Brock to retire at SummerSlam, this summer in Minneapolis, Minnesota, his hometown. The perfect fairy tale ending, a sold-out crowd, an emotional goodbye. That was the script. John Cena even hinted at it on a podcast, talking about Brock riding off into the sunset in Minnesota. So now the big question is, did Brock Lesnar decide to retire right there in that moment? Watch what happened. Night 2 of WrestleMania 42. The opening match. Brock Lesnar versus Femi. They lock up. Brock shoves Femi into the corner. Classic beast. He takes him outside, slams him into the steel steps, hits a German suplex. This is the Brock we know, dominant and terrifying. He even starts showboating to the crowd. Then comes the moment Femi walks out, and Brock Lesnar is left alone in the ring. A stadium of 70,000 people, and he's just sitting there, staring at the ceiling. According to reports, WWE expected him to take the loss and build toward SummerSlam, but something was different. He sat there for what felt like forever. Then, he reached down and took off his gloves. The crowd gasped. They knew. Then he took off his boots and placed them in the center of the ring. He hesitated, like he was making the decision in real time. He kissed the mat. Paul Heyman ran down to the ring, and they embraced like two men who had been through war together, because they had. The fans started chanting, "Thank you, Brock." He waved. He shook hands with fans at ringside, and then he walked away. Kurt Angle later posted, "Love you, my brother. There will only be one like you. Enjoy retirement, Brock. Nobody planned for this to be the night, but Brock Lesnar decided this was the night. Let's take a moment, because this man deserves it. And as for Femi, pinning. Brock Lesnar clean at WrestleMania isn't just a win. That's a rocket, and it's already lit, so here's where we are. WWE had a plan. Minneapolis, SummerSlam, perfect ending. But Brock Lesnar has never done anything on anyone else's schedule, not Vince's, not Triple H's, nobody's. He looked around that ring in Las Vegas and chose his moment. That's the most Brock Lesnar thing he could ever do. The beast is gone. The era is over, and whether you loved him or hated him, you will never see another one like him. Now let's talk about what's coming next. Roman Reigns had a lot to say, and none of it was subtle. He made it clear. Without him, none of this exists. He said WWE would still get the Netflix deal without CM Punk, still get on ESPN, but without Roman Reigns, none of it happens. And CM Punk crossed a line. He brought up Roman's late father in a promo. That's not just wrestling. That's personal. Now it all comes to a head. Roman Reigns has main evented WrestleMania 10 times, and he's about to make it 11. No one in history has ever done that. His favorite moment? WrestleMania 31. The night Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank. The night Brock Lesnar was supposed to be the story. But Roman Reigns walked away changed. My life changed. The world looked at me differently. I got the rub from Brock Lesnar. It put me in a different stratosphere. That was the turning point. And now, 10 WrestleManias later, Roman says he has it all figured out. There's no stone unturned. I've done this so many times, I have a system that's unbeatable. Meanwhile, CM Punk is entering only his second WrestleMania main event. The experience gap is real, and Roman knows it. Even beyond WrestleMania 42, Roman is already looking ahead. He named the future of WWE Obafemi, a physical specimen, Trick Williams, natural charisma, Carmelo Hayes, resilience, and hunger. These are the next generation, and Roman Reigns is already preparing. Because for him, WrestleMania isn't the end, it's just the next chapter. And then came the biggest statement of all. Roman said he's the only WWE superstar, paid like an NFL quarterback, and WWE didn't deny it. They confirmed it, which means one thing: Roman Reigns stands above everyone else, even CM Punk. And at WrestleMania 42, he made one promise: run your mouth, promote, do your media. That's fine, but it all comes back, and we're going to bust your ass for it. The tribal chief has spoken. WrestleMania 42. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, the most personal, the most expensive, and the most anticipated match of the year.